Hello again, APBA fans and APBA football fans, with some bonus coverage of a first-round football game on my double elimination tournament with the NFC 14th rated New Orleans Saints at the number 3 rated Minnesota Vikings. And right now, the Saints have just scored a touchdown, and they've taken a 23-21 lead. We have 8 minutes and 15 seconds left in the game. Vikings down 23-21. And they got the ball at the 30-yard line as Group has just kicked it through the end zone. So let's see if the Vikings can avoid a first inning major upset to the New Orleans Saints. Now, typically I put these games on when they are close. Most of my games are not upsets, but it seems like every time I put a game on for the bonus coverage, upsets are possible to happen. So right now, here comes the Vikings. First down and 10 at the 30-yard line. Down 23-21, 8:15 left. And what's the first call going to be? They're going to do a short pass to the tight end, T.J. Hawkinson. They've been running most of the time in the A index, and right now they will be in the A index. And they're going to be running a D line. The Saints are going to run a D line. We're going to go left column, 43. 43 is a 30. And once again, Darnold is sacked again. He is sacked for an 8-yard loss. And that is just the way this game has been going all day for the Vikings. 1, 2, 3, 4. That is the 5th time he's been sacked. 127 yards in penalties. It's just been a very surprisingly lackluster performance by the Vikings. So now we got second down and 18 to go at the 22-yard line. They're going to come back. They're going to throw a medium pass. Medium pass to Justin Jefferson. Medium pass. We got 3. So they're going to be in the A index, as they are a +8 on their they are a 42 offense versus a 34 defense. So they're in an A index, 66. They're going to run a nickel back, but it doesn't matter because it's an asterisk. And they're going to get a double cover on them. So A, go to the D. Going to go to my second and third column. 51 is a 7. Drop to 9. He only completed it for 3 yards. 3-yard pass to Justin Jefferson. That is a 6th catch for 67 yards. And we're down to 7:15 left. And we got ourselves a long 3rd down situation. So we got ourselves a 3rd down. 15 to go. Now 3rd and 15, they'll go a medium pass to Jordan Addison. 3rd and 15, back in the pocket. Darnold looking for Addison. 54. 54 is going to be a penalty. And they got the dice roll, a 1. 13 on a penalty. That is going to be a false start on the Vikings. Another 5 yards, so 132 yards in penalties. No time on that play. Backing up 5 yards. Same play, medium, Addison. Right now we are at 7:15 left. Okay, medium to Addison. 41 is a 21. 6. Gonna put him in the A. 12. That's actually going to put him in the G. We got a blow in coverage. That ball's going to sail incomplete, and we got an offensive injury. So 7 minutes left. in the game. 4th down. We got an offensive injury. Offensive injury. 45. 45 is the D8 is hurt at a 08. That is the quarterback. The quarterback is banged up. 45. Quarterback is hurt. Darnold, he is a J0, so he'll be in the... You got to punt it away, and when the Vikings get the ball back, he'll be okay to play. Out comes the punter. Ryan Wright kicking from the 20-yard line. This will be the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th, 6th punt for Wright today. Dice roll 43. 43 is a 31. We got a left column, 31. That is a RP 19. The big dice, RP 19, 9. RP 19, 9. Defense offsides. Offense eligible player downfield, offset and penalties, replay of the down. So that play will eat up 15 seconds. They just have to do the whole play all over. Here we go, Ryan Wright, punting from the 20. 13 is a 4. We got a right column 4, 54 yard to the TA. 54-yard punt. 10, 20, 30, 40, 54. The TA, 4. Saints will be Pettis. Dante Pettis on a punt return from the 26-yard line. Kid from Washington. 24 is a 27. He just calls out a fair catch. Playing it safe there. 6 minutes and 30 seconds left in this game. And what could be a tremendous upset. As that would drive there is kind of what the Vikings have been doing most of the second half. A lot of penalties, a lot of sack quarterbacks. Once in a while they get a big pass there, but still plenty enough time left. So 6.5 minutes left in the game. First down. Carr's had a really good short passing game going, but first down they're going to run Kamara inside. Inside run Kamara. 7. I'm going to put him. I use that dice there for my floating offensive index. 7's going to put them in the C. 26 is going to put them in the standard. I'm going to go with the right column on the master boards. 42. 42 is an 18. He can only muster 1 yard. And kind of a tough go today for Kamara. So we got second down. 9 to go. Another 30 seconds left. Kamara today, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 carries for 37 yards. As I said, it's been a tough go. Mostly what they've been doing is a really good short passing game, and I think that's what they're going to do here. They're going to go a little short pass, a 2nd and 9, to Olave. Back in the pocket. Looking for the receiver. Olave, 22, 9. That's going to put them in the B, but then the A receiver is going to put them in the A. 2nd and 9, dice roll 46. Going to put them in the D. Going to be in the left column with the number 46. It is a successful double cover, so 22 is a 5. Drops to the 7. Olave, 13 yards. And that puts Carr up to 312 yards passing on the day. Olave, 80 yards on 6 catches. Big first down for the Saints as they're trying to march down the field, eat up some clock. We are down to 5.5 minutes left in the game. Saints with the 2-point lead. The hot receiver today has been Scanlon has 3 receptions and 2 of them for long touchdowns. So first down, what they're going to do here is Kamara inside, try to eat up a little bit of clock. 0. Going to put them in a grade A index. The only way they can get in the grade A index on a run play is a 0. 51 puts them in a blown coverage. That's a D. 2 puts them in the right column. And Snake Eyes is a 15. Kamara just busted loose for 23 yards right down the sidelines. Turned it outside. He's up to 60 yards now. 23-yard run. 10, 20, 23 yards. First down at the 37-yard line of the Vikings. We got 5 minutes left in the game. Keep that clock going. Keeping the official clock actually over here. Kamara, he has to get a little break there. Looks a little winded after that play. They're going to bring in Jamal Williams. And Jamal Williams is in a run when inside. 3 puts him into C index. 12 puts him into G, left column. 52. 26. No gain. And we got an offensive injury. So Williams 2 carries today for 1 yard. Clock keeps going. Shake and see what the offensive injury is. Offensive injury 23. That will be the 03 is hurt. So we got a lineman down. Cesar Ruiz from Michigan is hurt. And he'll be out for the game. Let's find ourselves a guard to bring in. They'll bring in Saul DeVries coming in to play guard. So 2 linemen down for the Saints. I gotta move the ball. Okay, we got second down. On first down, Williams was stopped for no gain. So second down and 10. They're gonna come back and throw one. 4 minutes and 30 seconds left. Almost down in the field goal range. That'd be huge. That would make it so the Vikings have to come down and score a touchdown. 2nd and 10. Short pass to Juwan Howard. 46 is a 14. We'll figure this one out. 6 puts him in a C, which would bump up to a B because of the A receiver. 33 is going to put them in the D. Going to go in the right column. 14, incomplete pass. Jawan Johnson. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He was targeted 7 times before that, and he caught all 7 of them. They were all for pretty short distances. So we're down to 4:15 left in the game. And we have ourselves a 3rd down, 10 to go. There we go. Medium pass to Olave. Trying to make a play here. Carr. Olave. 36 is a 10. Okay, 7. That's going to put him in a C, which bumps up to a B. 63 on the defense. That's going to be a nickelback. 1 line. Left column. 36 is a 10. Incomplete pass to Olave. We got ourselves 4th down. And this would be a 54-yard field goal. It's risky, but they're going to try the 54-yarder. In comes Blake Groupie from Notre Dame. Going to try a 54-yard field goal. 37-yard line. 65, 39. From the 37, it is no good. 54, no good. Gotta back it up to 7 yards where they were holding it. The Vikings have a chance. They got 3 minutes, 45 seconds left in the game. And they need a field goal to come back and avoid a major first round upset. First down, what they're going to call. They're going to go a little short pass out of the backfield to Aaron Jones. Darnold back in the pocket, looking around. 9 puts him into A. 16 puts him into G. Right column. 35 is an 8. Nice looking little 12-yard pass for Aaron Jones. Darnold up to 230 yards. Aaron Jones, 57 yards reception on 5 receptions. So stays first down. They are across midfield down to the 44-yard line with 3 minutes, 15 seconds left. Go through a little short pass to Jalen Naylor. Back in the pocket, Darnold. Looking for Naylor. 21 is a 14. 3. That puts him into A. 36. Puts him into standard. Left column. 21. 14. Naylor. 5-yard catch. Darnold up to 235 yards. Naylor, first catch of the day, 3rd time he was targeted. So we are down to 2:45 left in the game. 2nd down. 5 to go. 39-yard line. Trying to work it down into at least field goal range. Short pass to Hockenson. 2nd and 5. 39-yard line. 63 is a 31. Oh boy, 4. That's going to put him in the A. 25. Going to put him into standard. We're going left column. 31. We got a RP7. RP7. We roll the 7. That's a big play from Minnesota as they come down. They're fighting for the ball. And who has it? They're going to give it to the offense. Hockenson fights it away. 23-yard completion to Hockenson. And the Vikings, they are down in field goal range. 23-yard reception for Hockenson. 40. He's up to 70 yards today. That runs another 30 seconds off the clock. To get a first down, 23 yards, 9, 19, 23. They are down to the 16-yard line. The Vikings on a possible game-winning drive as we are down to 2 minutes and 15 seconds left in the game. And they're going to run Aaron Jones inside from the 16-yard line. 64 is a 17. He may have got a couple on this one. 6 puts him in the A index. 61. They're blitzing. They're in a 1 line. They're blitzing. 64, 17, goes up to 15. Aaron Jones, 12-yard run, 68 on the day. First down Vikings, 2-minute warning. First down at the 4-yard line. 2 minutes left in the game. Oh, the crowd, they're going crazy, this Viking crowd. They got great hopes for the Vikings here in the tournament here. So first down, 4-yard line. They're going to call an inside run, Aaron Jones. 0, puts them in the 8 index. Defense, 61. They are blitzing again. 61 is the blitz number. That puts them on a 1 line. Second column, 13 is at 18. Goes up to 16. 4-yard run. Touchdown, Vikings. With 1:45 left in the game, the Vikings take the lead. 1:45, got my little clock adjuster, 1:45. Well, it was actually, with the official time was 1:58. So fourth quarter, 1:58 left in the game. Minnesota. Jones, second touchdown run of the day. So that gives the Vikings 27-23 lead. They're just going to kick the extra point. Here comes Will Ricard to kick the extra point. 66. The extra point is good. The Vikings finally get their first points of the second half. And they take the 28-23 lead. And they left some time left on the clock. It's almost like it worked out better for the Saints, for the Vikings to score so quick. But you got to take the points when you get them. So now we got, see if the Saints can have some kind of a miracle here. Been surprising, they've been hanging around the whole game. So we got a 28-23 lead. We got 1 minute and 45 seconds left. Ball's teed up at the 35-yard line. Richard going to kick it as far as he can. Dice roll, 46. 46 is a 25. He boots it through the end zone. That's what he's done every time today, so no time on that. Here come the Saints. 30-yard line. They need a touchdown. And the Vikings are going to a pass defense. As that does, with the way I play it, it gives them a better chance to be in the right line. All my defensive calls are all based on down and distance. So 1:45 left in the game. Here comes the Saints. First down. What they going to call? They're going to go a medium pass to Shahib. First down. Back in the pocket. Carr looking around. 16. 16 is a 19. That is going to be an incomplete pass to Shahid. That is the 7th time he was targeted, and he has 4 catches today. So now we are down to 1 minute, 30 seconds left in the game. And they're going to come back. They're going to throw a screen pass. A little screen pass to Kamara. Let's see if they can get some yards here. Back in the pocket, looking around. 12's a 21 for Carr. Another incomplete pass. Back-to-back incomplete passes for Carr. Right at the most critical time of the game. He's had a 312-yard day. Now he can't complete a pass. Now we're down third down. We got 1:15 left in the game. And they have to somehow get a first down here. They're going to go medium pass to Olave. A third down. Back in the pocket. Looking around for Olave. 26 is a 13. That could be very interesting. 26 is a 13. 3. Puts him in the C. They'll bump up to the B because he's an A receiver. 54. Nickelback. Back down to a C. One line. Left column. A lot of stuff going on. 26 is a 13. We have a F43. F43 54. F43 54. He is hit. He fumbled it. Lost 5 yards. And the center recovered it. So minus 5 F04. Second time he's been sacked today. So we're going to call timeout. The center. Started out as McCoy, but Lemieux's been in there. Playing some center. He got the big. So now we got ourselves the situation. As we got back at the 5 yards. It's fourth down. They call timeout. And they have 1 minute left in the game. What can they do? Fourth down. They're going to go medium pass to Olave and open for a big dice roll for Carr to make a big pass. Fourth down situation. Vikings trying to stop him here and get the win. Carr back in the pocket, looking, fires to Olave. 16 is a 19. That thing is incomplete over Olave's head. We got a turnover on downs. Vikings take the ball over at the 25-yard line. They're in the victory formation with 45 seconds left. Darnold walks up, kneels on the ball. We are down to last play of the game, and he kneels on the ball. And the Vikings stave off the huge upset, coming back on a big touchdown run by Jones. Win the game, 28-23, and they advance to the next round of the 2024 season card double elimination tournament. I'll be back in a couple minutes with some final statistics. Let's go over a game recap of the Saints at Minnesota 2024 team. Vikings got the 4-yard run from Jones at the end to pull it out 28-23. Game started out first quarter. Saints scored first with the field goal. Jones come back with a 6-yard touchdown run. The Vikings had the lead. Saints, Juwan Johnson, 1-yard completion from Carr took the 10-7 lead, but then it was Vikings later in the second. Addison caught the 12-yard slant from Darnold, and Darnold had a 12-yard scramble. And they took the 21-10 lead at the half, and it looked like it was pretty promising. End of the third quarter, Scantlin caught a 37-yard medium pass from Carr. They didn't get the 2-pointer. They tried to cut it down to a 3-point game, but they cut it down to a 5-point game, 21-16. And then with 8 minutes left, Scantlin, he only had 3 targets today, and he had 2 touchdowns. He scored. They were going to go for the 2-pointer, but then they got a penalty. They got backed up, and they just kicked the extra point. Then Jones, as you saw here, scored the game-winning touchdown. So a little recap. Minnesota played solid first half as Darnold had 162 passing and 1 passing TD and 1 rushing TD to build a 21-10 lead. Second half, Vikings only had 108 total yards. Saints get 2 touchdown passes from Carr to Scantlin, 1 from 37 and 1 from 22 yards. Vikings Jones second TD in the game with 1:58 left, capped off the wild comeback. The Vikings will wait for the Dallas-Tampa Bay winner in the winner's bracket, and the Saints will wait for the Dallas-Tampa Bay loser in the loser bracket. Go over some team statistics here. Saints 22 first down, Vikings 19 first down. Saints hard time running the ball, 21 carries for 61 yards, 2.9 average. Vikings 22 for 99, 3 touchdowns. They average 4.5 yards a carry. Saints 28 for 42. The quarterback Carr was 312 yards, 3 touchdowns. He had a passer rating of 112.4. For Minnesota Darnold 20 for 30, 258 yards and a touchdown. Passer rating of 104.6. But part of the problem was, the Saints quarterback was sacked twice for 19 yards. The quarterback from Minnesota 6 times for 27 yards. Total yards, Saints 354, Minnesota 330. Minnesota spent most of the game in A. Tampa Bay, Saints most of the time in C, so very surprising. Only 1 fumble lost. The Vikings lost 1 fumble. That's the only turnover in the game. Penalties, 45 yards. Saints, 132-yard penalties for the Vikings. There's so many drive killers between the penalties and the sacks. Just bad total plays. The Saints actually had a little time of possession, 65 to the Vikings 58. Only 1 kickoff return for 19 yards, 1 punt return. Punting, the Saints kick punter, 47.7. He had 1 touchback. The Vikings punter, 6 for 48.5. He had 2 of them inside the 20. The Saints were 33% on 3rd down conversions, and they were 1 for 2 on 4th down. Vikings were 1 for 7 on 3rd down for only 14%. Go over some individual statistics here for the players. So we already talked about Carr, 28 for 42, 312, 3 touchdowns. No interceptions, 20 for 30, 258 for Darnold, 1 touchdown. Top carrier, we had Jones, 15 carries, 72 yards, 2 touchdowns for the Vikings. Darnold had 6 carries for 27 yards. One of them was a really nice 12-yard scramble at the end of the first half for a touchdown to build up the 21-10 lead. Over here with Kamara, 15 for 60. And a bunch of that was on that 23-yard run, his last carry of the game. And that was on the bonus coverage. Receiving, Jefferson, 7 targets, caught 6 balls for 67 yards. Addison, 8 targets, caught 4 balls, 59 yards and a touchdown. Hockenson, 7 targets, 4 for 70. Jones out of the backfield, 5 targets. He was 5 for 57. And over here for the Saints, Kamara out of the backfield was targeted 8 times, 6 for 50. Olave targeted 9 times, 6 for 80. They were pretty much spread around. Shaheed, 7 targets, 4 for 48. Johnson, 8 targets, 7 for 36. He had the touchdown. Hill was targeted 6 times. He only had 2 catches for 27 yards. But the big guy was Scantlin. He was targeted 3 times, had 3 catches for 71 yards and 2 touchdowns. He was the hot hand here. Put the final touches here. So we had both teams scored touchdowns in the 4th quarter, and that gives us the 23-28 final score. So that is it from bonus coverage here in Bay City, Michigan, with the Vikings, the purple team. Being a Lions fan, they're not my favorite team, but didn't mind seeing them come back and win this game here. They got probably a pretty good chance to win another game or 2 and get to the conference finals. We will find out, as they're the number 3 seed. As I did this all based on records. I didn't base it on if they won divisions, if they didn't win divisions. They just based on whoever was the number 1 seed going into the playoffs was the number 1 seed in the tournament. So in the tournament here, the Lions were number 1 seed, Philadelphia number 2, and Minnesota number 3. So that is it. If you followed along, hope you enjoyed it. And I'll be back another time with some more bonus football here in the double elimination tournament. Hey, you guys, football tonight. You guys have a great football season.